All right, welcome to the Hardwood Nation. Today I am with Bryce Ward once again for the N Pop Podcast. What's up, Bryce?
Not much. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. So today let's talk about the Eastern Conference playoff race because things are very interesting, especially towards the bottom of the race.
Yes, it's exciting.
What team are you looking for joining into the playoffs?
Joining into the playoffs?
Yeah.
Well, of course, I hope the Orlando Magic can sneak in. That last few spots, just like the last few years, has been up for contention and has been for quite a while now.
So positions 6th, 7th, and 8th are all separated by 2.5 games. And then the Magic are 1 game back from that. So it's very tight in the bottom 3 spots right now in the Eastern Conference.
And right now, both the Heat and the Magic kind of seem to be streaky. Either they seem to have some good wins or competitive wins, or they're losing to the wrong teams.
Yeah, it's been that way most of the season. Both teams have been up and down. So it's ironic that they're going to be battling for the last spot with like a few weeks to go left in the season.
Who's got the tiebreaker with those two?
Orlando currently has the tiebreaker.
That's good to know.
They have the better head-to-head matchup, and they also have the better conference record.
Okay.
Yeah. In the Eastern Conference, believe it or not, the Magic are 21-19, and Miami 17-21. So they're going to have. I believe the Magic are going to end with tiebreaker.
Gotcha. Let me ask you this: with the way the injuries have gone in Indiana, do you see them falling any spots? And if so, do you even think that's in their best interest in terms of matchup? Like, what do you think their best options are, or at least what you think they will hope for going forward? Because they don't have Oladipo.
Right, they don't have Oladipo, and Sabonis have been out. Currently, they're sitting at 3, so the playoffs were to start today. They will actually face Detroit in the first round. I don't think anyone fears Detroit right now.
They're playing good ball, though.
Who, Detroit?
Yeah.
They're playing good ball, and Andre Drummond recently said that Blake Griffin has given him a lot of confidence. Because they were actually in the 8th spot a few days ago, and now they've jumped up to 6. But I still think the way that Indiana's playing team ball, a lot of movement, a lot of passing, even without their superstars, I believe Indiana can go to the second round.
Do you think there's someone they want to stay away from in that first round?
Who, Indiana?
Yeah.
Indiana.
I think they have a really hard time with Toronto or Boston. They can't play them. But if they fall, who knows how far they can. I'd have to look at the record.
They're not going to see Toronto in the first round. They could see Boston if they fall to the 4th spot, which between Indiana and Philadelphia right now, Philly's only a half a game behind Indiana. So that could happen. I personally want to see Philly and Boston in the first round. I just want to see that. I need to see that. I think all fans need to see that. But Indiana could fall to that 4th spot. If they fall, I believe Boston could beat them. So if they stay where they're at, I think they advance to the second round.
Gotcha. Do you think we could see any upsets in that first round? Do you think those bottom tier teams can surprise anybody in the upper tier?
Boston,
I don't see Toronto getting surprised by anyone.
Yeah, but Boston and Philly would be the one I would circle. I know that's going to be a war. I don't know who's going to come out of that. Boston's been saying all year, let's just get to the playoffs and see what we can do there. They have had 2 good wins lately. Philly's been good, but I expected Philly to be a little better. So I would watch that 4-5 matchup. Boston could upset Philly right now.
Yeah, that wouldn't necessarily surprise me. You could say trying to think of who else is on Philly. I would think Boston has more guys on there with some playoff experience than the Sixers do.
They do.
Well, I forget that they got Butler too. How's Butler been playing lately?
Butler's been playing okay. They're not playing as a star-driven team, if that makes sense, because they got 4 All-Stars on the daggone team.
Mhm.
So they've really been moving the ball. They really haven't had a huge standout since Butler and Tobias Harris has gotten there. One thing I'll say about Milwaukee and Miami, I believe Milwaukee's going to go to the conference finals, but if Milwaukee plays Miami in the first round, it's going to be a 6 or 7 game series. I will say that. We've kind of owned the Bucks.
Think Miami can push them that far?
Yeah, we've owned the Bucks the last few years. Yeah. If you had to pick one team for the Orlando Magic to play in the first round, should they make the playoffs, who would you pick?
Well, against the likely candidates that the Magic would be facing if they were to get one of the last spots. Of the teams that would be at the top, I would pick Toronto. I guess
Yeah, you guys are kind of on Toronto this year.
somehow. Like
It
I don't
happened.
know exactly how. Unfortunately I've missed more games this season than I usually have, but I haven't got to see those games, so I can't exactly say for sure what I think that reasoning is. I know when the Magic are on, passing the ball well, we play through Gooch. We got the young guys like Gordon and Isaac flying around everywhere. Like I get why when we win well, but I haven't got to see us play Toronto. And as far as I know, on paper they play really well.
When
Kawhi
the
over
Magic,
there has very much thrived this year. That team is thriving. Um, Unfortunately, like that's one of the few teams I actually think the Magic would have a chance in beating in a series, even though if we make it to the playoffs, unfortunately, I think, I don't see us making it out of the first round, but just making it to the playoffs is a big deal. But my pick to make it to the finals is Toronto out of the East.
well,
So
I
it's
disagree with you on that. I'll go with Milwaukee on that to come out of the East because I think the Magic would have a great shot of beating Toronto in the first round just by looking at the final standings that these two teams have had when they've played each other. I mean, you guys so far have beaten Toronto 2 out of 3 times, and the one game Toronto won was a 2-point win. So you guys have played very excellent against the Raptors.
what worries me is their experience in the playoffs. Too. I mean, they have Kawhi, they have Gasol, they have even though he doesn't usually stand out, we have Lowry. You have a lot of guys with playoff
Mm-hmm.
experience, whereas the
Mm-hmm.
Magic have none. So, and like you've said so many times before, playoff play is so different. I think that experience and the way Toronto is built, I think they're built more for the playoffs. I think the Magic are going to have a way harder time with him in the playoffs than they would regular season. That's why I think Toronto is going to be so lethal in the playoffs.
The old Toronto Raptors, I would agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
You have some new pieces here. Gasol's just been there a month, so Kawhi's just been there this year. Lowry has had a tendency to disappear in past playoffs. So with those three as their big three, yes, do they have playoff experience individually? Yes, but as a unit, they actually have none. So I think should the Magic make the playoffs, that would be a very interesting season. If you don't beat them, I think you would scare the hell out of them. That's just me.
I definitely agree in that they would have to take it seriously because if they didn't, we would definitely take a game away from them. And we've already beaten them at home, so we're not afraid to beat them at home. So
Right, right,
they would have to be careful.
right.
So let me ask you the same question then. If your Heatles make the playoffs, who would you like to? Who do you think they would match up best against in that first round?
Well, I know we played Milwaukee well. I'm gonna check something out with Indiana real quick, but Milwaukee would be my number one pick only because we've beaten them a few times the past few years. We can kind of neutralize Giannis. I don't know how they do it, but some kind of way Miami can neutralize Giannis because once he goes, the team goes. But
Does
against
Whiteside play a lot of minutes in those games?
Whiteside is so hit and miss, it's ridiculous. Well, look, here's one thing about Indiana. They've beaten us all 3 times we played them this year, so I definitely don't want to see Indiana. So my pick would definitely be Milwaukee. I would still love to see a Magic Toronto showdown, but let me just see what the Heat have done against the Raptors this year.
And if something like
And
that happened, who would have to fall out? Brooklyn? They're next in line.
Brooklyn will have to fall out, yeah, or Miami will have to fall out in order for the Magic to get in. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Any last thoughts, my man?
No, that's all I got right now in the East. It's always feels like a dogfight in the East, whereas the West, even though there's good games and good series, it feels like the West has already kind of won. But the East, you just never know. And especially now, LeBron's not here, you really don't know.
Yeah, the West has some pretty interesting stuff going from position 6 through 8, and we'll definitely cover that in another video. So thank you, my man. Until next time, this is the Pick and Pop Podcast.